Long before it filled porcelain cups or steamed from iron kettles, tea grew wild in the misted highlands where southwestern China, northern Burma, and the hills of India fold into one another. There, the plant we call Camellia sinensis first unfurled its glossy leaves, an evergreen shrub that, left untended, can rise into a tree taller than a house. According to Chinese legend, the drink was discovered nearly 5,000 years ago, when leaves drifted into the boiling water of the Emperor Shen Nong. Whatever the truth of that story, by the time of the Tang dynasty, more than 1,000 years ago, tea had become a daily ritual, written about in poetry and pressed into solid cakes that traveled the trade roads as money. From these origins, a single species would go on to flavor the lives of nearly every people on Earth. The plant is patient and particular. It favors warm, humid slopes with steady rainfall and acidic soil, thriving on hillsides where mist clings to the leaves through the morning. Growers raise young plants from seed or cutting, then wait 3 years or more before the first true harvest. Pruned low and flat, the bushes form rolling green hedges that follow the contours of the land, terraced fields stepping down mountainsides in Sri Lanka, Kenya, Japan, and the eastern reaches of China. A well-kept tea bush can keep producing leaves for 100 years. Harvest is the heart of it all, and for centuries it has belonged to human hands. The finest teas are still picked by pluckers, most of them women, who move along the rows gathering only the tender bud and the 2 youngest leaves at the tip of each shoot. It is slow, exacting work, repeated every week or 2 through the growing season. A single worker filling baskets leaf by leaf under sun and rain alike. What happens next decides everything. Spread out to wither, then rolled to bruise the leaf, the harvest is allowed to oxidize for minutes or hours before heat halts the process. Stop it early and the leaf stays green. Let it run and the leaf darkens into black. From this one plant come green tea and black, delicate white and smoky oolong, the dark fermented teas of the deep south, all separated not by species but by craft. Tea did not stay in Asia. Portuguese and Dutch traders carried it to Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries, where it arrived as a costly luxury locked in wooden chests. In Britain it became an obsession, and that thirst reshaped the world. To pay for Chinese tea, British merchants flooded China with opium, igniting wars. To break China's monopoly, the British smuggled out plants and growing secrets and planted vast estates across India and Ceylon, worked by laborers under harsh and often brutal conditions. Attacks on tea helped spark a revolution in the American colonies, when crates were hurled into Boston Harbor. Few crops have stirred so much commerce, conflict, and change. Today, tea is the most widely consumed drink in the world after water. Each year, the planet produces well over 6 million tons of it, grown across more than 50 countries. China and India together account for most of the harvest, while Kenya has become the largest exporter, its highland estates shipping leaf across the globe. Billions of cups are poured every single day, sweet and milky in one country, bitter and ceremonial in another, iced and bottled in a third. Around tea have grown entire cultures of pause, from the silent precision of the Japanese tea ceremony to the roadside glass shared between strangers. Yet the modern leaf carries old burdens. Much of the world's tea is still picked by hand for low wages, and a warming climate now threatens the cool, wet highlands the plant depends on. Growers experiment with hardier varieties and gentler methods, trying to protect a crop that has fed habit and ceremony alike for thousands of years. From a wild tree on a forgotten mountain to the cup cooling on a kitchen table, tea remains what it has always been, a humble leaf that quietly shaped the world.